for him, but nothing, not even one little goat.
他好像感觉到家里面只有一只牛而已。
You feel like there's only one cow
可
in
是他
your
家里面
house,
超多牛的，
but there are so many cows.
很多只牛，不是只有一只牛而已。
So many, not just
可
one.
是他看不到，他只是在跟他的弟弟在比较。
But he cannot see that because only wants to compare
他
to
觉得
his
说，爸爸，如果你
brother.
把这个东西给了弟弟的话，我就没有了。
So when the father gave the brother the cow, how about me? I have nothing.
他觉得这些的恩典会不够，他觉得那个父亲要给他的这些东西产业会不够。
You feel like the grace is not enough, the possession is not
他
enough.
不要他的弟弟进来的时候再去跟他分享这一切。
So he doesn't want to share with his brother.
所以你会发现，如果你有这样子的心态在你里面的话，
So when you have this kind of
你会
mentality,
常常觉得很多事情你都觉得不公平。
just feel everything is so not
然后
fair.
你开始对神，你开始对你的父母，你开始对你的全民领袖，里面会有怨恨跟苦毒。
So you have a lot of resentment to God, to your parents, to your leaders
最
actually.
明显的症状就是这样子的人没有办法接受恩典的观念。
So this person actually had this most symptom is that they don't have grace.
你知道恩典是什么？恩典的意思就是神要白白的给谁，神就可以给谁。
Grace actually means whoever God wants to give it to, God will give it to.
因为不是我们配不配的，不管我们配不配的，神想要给谁就可以给谁。
It doesn't matter if we're worthy or not. If God wants to give to that person,
因为
God
他是
will.
丰盛的神，
Because God is
在他里面
the
没有
bountiful
任何的
God.
缺乏，
There's no lack in
所以他要
Him.
给谁，他就可以给谁。
So whoever He wants to give it to, He will.
所以你会发现说，他根本看不得别人去经历到神丰盛的供应跟祝福，可是他自己却没有。
So He cannot see other people get all God's blessings because He doesn't have anything.
所以对大儿子来说，他所认定的公平才是最重要的。
So to the oldest son, whatever he thinks is fair, that's the most
在我们
important.
青年崇拜的里面，每一个礼拜都会有人上台做见证。
So in our youth Sunday service, every single day, every Sunday we'll have
他
someone
们
to
做见
share
证，
their
神怎么样医治
testimony.
他们身体的疾病，
How God healed their body.
神怎么样祝福他们的婚姻，或是祝福他们的工作，
How God bless their family or their
神
work.
怎么样祝福他们的财务。
How God bless their
你
finances.
知道，如果你是有大儿子心态在你里面的话，
So if you know you have this older son mentality,
你听到这些见证的时候，你会觉得很刺耳。
when you hear that, you just feel like it's so annoying.
那你会觉得说，神啊，为什么你祝福他不祝福我？
You ask God, why do you bless that brother but
为什么
not
神
me?
你医治他不医治我？
Why did you heal him but not me?
我也来教会，我也奉献，我也服侍你，为什么你祝福他不祝福我？
I also come to church, I offer, I serve you. Why don't
神你
you
不
not
公平。
bless me? God, you're
让
not
其他
fair.
的弟兄姐妹听到说，哇，好感谢神，哇，好棒，神很棒。
So when other people are shouting, yes, God is good.
这里里面觉得，为什么神你都祝福他不祝福我？
But you think, God, why do you bless him but
然后
not
你
me?
认为神是的祝福是有限的，
You think God's blessing is limited.
神的供应是有限的，
God's provision is
那
limited.
是因为你相信了仇敌的谎言，就是你永远都不会够的。
That's because you believe in Satan's lie that you
你
will
不
never
断的
have
在
enough.
看你自己所没有的事情，
You won't see the things you don't have.
你不去看神正在你生命当中神要给你的。
And you won't see that what God has given you already.
第三个仇敌所说的谎言就是你是有罪的，你是软弱的，你永远都不够好。
The third lie is you're sinful, weak, and you're not good enough.
如果你相信这个谎言的话，你在你的里面你就会受到律法主义的捆绑。
So when you have this kind of lie in you, you will have this legalism.
律法主义就是你想要靠着自己的力量来称义，
Because you want to perform so you can be righteous.
透过遵守人所定的一大堆不能够做的事情，
Through obeying all the laws that's almost
比如
impossible
说告诉
to
你说
do.
不可以去看什么电影，不可以听什么样的音乐，不可以去哪一些的地方。
Like don't see certain movies, go to certain places, don't listen to certain
你
music.
想要透过这些的事情来达到神的标准，
So through doing, you want to measure up to God's standard.
或者是你强行的要把祷告、进食、读经、灵修当作是公义跟圣洁的条件。
Or you think you have to be reading the Bible daily, devotional, or serving, or fast, so you can be
你
holy.
觉得如果你不做这么些事情的话，你就永远都不够好。
So when you don't do all these things, you don't think you're good enough.
或是你把教会的当中能够接受的体统跟文化，要强加在每一个弟兄姐妹的身上
So。what you believe, what church should have, the culture and custom, you want to add it onto other
所以，一
people.
个在律法主义里面的人，他不但自己活得很辛苦，他也会 make sure 旁边的人都活得很辛苦。
When this person lives in legalism, not only he's having a hard life, all the people surrounding them will have a very
因为
hard
我们没有
life.
办法靠律法称义，所以我们会觉得很挫折，
Because we cannot be righteous because of legalism.
所以我们会想办法让别人也活得很挫折。
So you want to make sure other people will be really frustrated.
我们用这样子的方式去批评、论断，去捆绑其他的基督徒。
So we would like to criticize and judge other people, other Christians.
你有没有读圣经？
Do you read the Bible?
这个礼拜我们灵修，
Did you do the devotions?
你刚刚敬拜的时候，你有没有举起手来？
Did you, when you worship, do you raise your hand?
就是我们用这些东西来捆绑别人，为什么？因为在我们的里面，我们认为，如果我们没有去做这些事情的话，如果我们不讲，我们就永远不够好，我们是有罪的，我们是软弱的，我们必须要这样子，才能够得到神的喜悦。
When you use all this life to bind up ourselves into others, then we not only to limit ourselves, we also limit others.
所以如果你相信这个谎言的话，
So if you believe in this lie,
另外你还会受到宗教的灵的影响。
you will also have the spirit of religion.
你知道宗教的灵是什么？
Do you know what the spirit of religion
那我告
is?
诉你，你知道基督教不是一个宗教吗？
You know Christian is not a religion.
基督教是一个关系，
It is about relationship.
它讲到我们与神之间的关系，
It's a relationship between us and God.
它讲到我们在神的爱里面，我与人的关系。
So also in God's love, you know, how we relate to each
可
other.
是魔鬼很喜欢让基督教变成一个宗教。
But Satan likes to make Christian as a religion.
你知道宗教的灵会透过不断的提醒我们过去所犯的罪，
The spirit of religion will remind us how much sin we have committed.
它会刻意的想要凸显我们里面的软弱跟我们做的不够好的地方，
They want to show us how weak we are, how not good enough we are.
它要来控告我们，美其名是让我们要谦卑。
He wants to accuse us. So on the outside, it looks like, oh, we're so humble.
事实上，学校带给我们羞耻跟罪疚感。
But in reality, he wants to give us guilt and shame.
你知道我从小在教会里面长大，
So I grew up at church.
我的爸爸妈妈是牧师，
My parents are pastors.
所以我不知道为什么从小到大在我们里面就有一个声音说，你要不只是里面啦，外面也有声音说，你要更多的祷告，
So the voice inside of me and also from other people too that I have to pray more.
你要更多的读经，你要更多的读属灵书籍，
You have to read the Bible and all the spiritual
你要
books.
更多殷勤的去聚会，你要去参与这些所有的这些很好的这些东西。
Go to the conferences, gatherings every single time.
如果你不去
diligently.
做的话，你就不够爱主；
If you don't do it, you don't love God
如果你不
enough.
去做这些的话，你就不够火热，你也不够圣洁。
If you don't do it, you are not on fire, you're not holy
所以
enough.
我就发现，这个就是宗教的灵它一贯的手法。
So that's how spirit of religion works.
他想要透过你外在的行为，然后试着要来改变你里面的生命。
You want to use, you know, what you do externally to influence who you are.
他在告诉你
internally.
说，你去做这些的东西，就表示你是一个属灵的人。
So when you do all these things, that means you're a spiritual person.
他表示说，你去做这些的事情，就表示你是一个圣洁的人。
So when you do all these things, that means you are holy.
但是你知道吗？我发现
But I realize
这个就是宗教灵它的所用的方式。
this is the way the spirit of religion works.
当我们一直活在这个宗教的灵的对我们的眼光跟期待的里面，
So when we live in the spirit of religion, this expectation,
你只会让你自己觉得你自己好像真的很差，
you just feel like you're so terrible.
你只会觉得越来越挫折，甚至你到最后想要放弃。
You just feel so frustrated to a point that you want to give up.
你知道，真的那个时候，我为什么会有一段时间我去远离教会？
So there's actually one time I was away from the church.
因为我真的觉得我永远都没有办法去满足在我里面的那个声音，跟在外面的那些声音，告诉我说，你如果不去做这些的事情的话，你就不会得到神的喜爱。
Because in the voice of me, I know I would never be good enough to finish all these things. So I know God won't love me.
然后我心里面觉得很挫折，
So I feel so
我达不
frustrated.
到我父母的期待，
I cannot measure up to my
我达不
parents'
到我领袖的
expectations
期待，
and my leaders.
然后在我里面那个声音，我也以为是我的声音，所以我也达不到我自己的期待。
The voice inside of me, I thought that was my voice
我以为那
saying
个是
that
神
I'm
在
not
对
good
我说，
enough.
他说你就是不够好，所以你就是不愿意做这些的东西。
I also thought the voice is actually from God that I'm not good enough.
然后我就觉得我自己很糟糕。
So I just feel so terrible about myself.
既然很糟糕的话，那我还是不要来教会好了。
Since I'm so terrible, I don't want to go to
我
church.
就根本干脆就放弃就好了。
I just gave up.
如果神你是这样看我的话，我就放弃了；
If that's how God you see me, then I don't have to do
如
anything.
果父母你是这样看我的话，我就放弃了。
Parents, if you're seeing me this way, I just
我
give
没有办
up.
法满足你的期待，我已经试过了，我觉得很挫折。
I cannot satisfy you, so I just feel so frustrated.
你要试着去改变我这些所有的东西，我没有办法。
You want to change me, but I
那
cannot
不
do
是
it.
真正的我，那也不是我心里面想做的，我没有办法，我做不到，
That's not me. I don't want to do it. I cannot do it.
我就选择放弃。
So I decided to give up.
可是你知道吗？
But you know,
当我发现
when I realized
神并不是这样看我的，
God doesn't see me this way,
我开始就用另外一个方式，神就告诉我另外一个方式。
so God told me something else.
神说，让你的思想改变。
God says, change your thoughts.
你开始改变你的思想模式，你知道吗？真正的改变是从你的里面到外面，不是从 religion 是从外面到里面，但是真正的改变是从你的里面到外面。
So God told me that you have this shift or paradigm is from inside out, not outside in, just
我
like
开
the
始
spirit
学
of
习怎么样
religion.
改变我思想的方式，
So I started to change the way of thinking.
我开始学习怎么样改变我对神的认识，
I started to change how much I knew God.
然后并且我去了解神是怎么样看我，他对我的想法是怎么样，
When I realized how God sees me,
我的生命才真正的经历到真实的改变。
my life started to have this real
这不是因为
transformation.
我在教会的里面，或者在教会里面长大的时候，我的生命就改变，不是因为我坐在那个地方我在敬拜，或者是你有看到我在读圣经，我的生命就有改变，因为我都知道我可以做这些的事情，表演给你们看。
My life changed not because I went to the church. I sit there, I read the Bible, because I can perform this in front of you.
你知道我从小在教会里面长大的弟兄姐妹，如果你是年轻人的话，你是弟兄，从小在教会里面长大，或者你来教会够久的话，
So when you grew up actually at a Christian family, you've been to church for a very long time.
我告诉你宗教是什么，
I tell you what a religion is.
就是你走进这个门的时候，你变得另外一个人，
So when you walk in this door, that you become a different
那
person.
根本就不是你，
It's not you.
你只是试着要让旁边所有人看见你很爱主。
You just want to try to show other people
你
that
是一个
you
属灵
love
的人。
God. You're a spiritual.
当你出去的时候，
But when you walk out this
你
door,
真正的自己才跑出来。
the real self will be revealed.
Come on， 不是
Come
这样
on.
子的。
It's not like
真实的改变是从你的内在。
the real change, transformation is from within.
It's from inside out, not from outside
是
in.
从内到外，不是外到内。
Amen。
Amen.
所以你不要再受到这个宗教的灵的捆绑。
So please do not be bound out by the spirit of religion.
我们真的在一个经历到一个神释放我们得到完全自由的一个旅程的里面。
So when we are released, into God's freedom on this journey,
你知道，当我开始改变我思想的方法，
when I change the way of thinking,
当我开始改变我对神的认识，
when I start change my knowledge about
当我
God,
开始去知道神是怎么样看我的，
when I know how God sees me,
我的生命才会真实的改变。
so my life will have a true transformation.
所以最后我要分享，
Lastly, I want to share
就是为什么要明白你君尊皇族的这个身份这么重要。
why do you need to realize, your royalty, your
因为
identity?
因为当你真实的明白你的身份的时候，
Because when you know your true identity,
他就会呼叫出在你里面那个属天皇族的荣耀命定。
so it will call you out to step into your royal priesthood as your glorious
他会呼召你
destiny.
进入到那个神所为你预备那个荣耀的命定的里面。
So be called out to the destiny that God has prepared for you.
神为你所预备的呼召是一个王子公主的呼召。
God's calling is to call you out to be His prince
神
and
为你所预
princess.
备的一个命定是一个王子公主的命定。
Your destiny is a prince or a princess.
你知道耶稣给我们的大使命
You know the great commission from Jesus?
是说，你们要去门徒训练列国万邦。
That you are going to make disciples of all nations.
你要去 make disciple of all nations， 不是说只是去 disciple 几个人而已，不是，是说你要 disciple nations。
Not only just disciple a few people, but disciple all nations.
你
That's
知道，
His
当
commission.
我第一次听到菲利牧师是我们这群 Asia for Jesus 的这些的牧者我们在一起，然后神给我们的意向是 Asia for Jesus。
So when Pastor Phil actually in our meeting, we actually have this vision that we have to have, this calling Asia for Jesus.
整个亚洲都要属于耶稣的，
Because all Asia belongs to
这是
Jesus.
神给我们的意向。
That is God's vision.
当我第一
for
次听到的时候，
When I heard that,
我觉得怎么可能
I feel like, that's impossible.
？Asia 有那么多回教国家
There are so many Muslim countries in
，Asia 有那么多国
Asia.
家，我连去都没去过
There，are so many countries I've never been to
怎么
in
可能？这个
Asia.
太大了吧？
How is that possible? It's too grand for me.
要不要台北 for Jesus？
How about change it to Taipei
要
for
不要我的
Jesus?
大安区 for Jesus 先来好了？
How about Daanchu for Jesus? Even
那连我
smaller.
的城市，连我的国家 ，Come on，这个 Asia 会不会太大了？
City, country, I can think of it, but the whole Asia, I don't know.
但是你知道，因为神看到我们的时候，
But when God sees us,
他看见我们是神国度的王子跟公主，
He sees us as His princes and princesses in His kingdom.
他看到我们不是阿猫阿狗，所以说你去随便做一些什么事情就好了。
He doesn't see us as nobody, just do whatever.
你知道他看到我们是神国的王子跟公主，
He sees us as prince and His princess.
意思是说你知道耶稣不会跟你讲一些东西的时候，然后是在唬你的，是在骗你的。
So when Jesus tells you something, He doesn't lie to you.
他不是跟你讲说，嘿，Owen，你要去 disciple nation，
So when Jesus say, "Oh, and disciple nations,"
啊 ，you can do it。
you can't do it. 你没有办法。
just like 骗你而已。
He doesn't just want to trick
我
you.
只是让你很 high， 然后可是这个 I know it， 你没 没有办法做到。
Jesus wouldn't tell you something that you didn't really mean
当
it.
耶稣在说的时候，他相信你可以做得到。
So when Jesus said that, he actually
当神给
believes
你
that
这
you
个大
can
使
do
命的时候，
it.
他相信你可以做得到。
When Jesus gave that great commission, he knows we can do it.
为什么？这是为什么我说，在你里面那个荣耀的命定是非常非常的大。
So that's why the destiny is in you is actually so glorious, so grand.
只有当你知道你是君尊的皇族的时候，你才能够进入到这个荣耀的使命的里面。
Only when you realize your identity as his royalty, then you will step into your destiny.
不然的话，你就根本没有办法明白，或是你很难接受，这是神所给你那个未来的命定。
Otherwise, you cannot understand and accept that this is destiny.
我想到当我25岁的时候，
So when I was 25,
神就跟我分享我生命的意向。
God shared with me my vision.
然后我在敬拜的里面，
So in worship,
神就对我说：“我呼召你，
God told me that I call you.
我呼召你回台湾，去为我兴起一个年轻人大能的军队。”
I've called you out to be going back to Taiwan and raise up God's army.
哇！我在这样的呼召的里面，我觉得很荣耀。
In this calling, I feel so glorious.
可是我却很难接受神对我说的这些东西。
But I had such a hard time to accept that what God just told me.
你知道，因为当神在对我说这些东西的时候，我当时是在一个很糟糕的、很烂的一个光景的里面。
So when God gave me this calling, this vision, I actually was in a very terrible
我
circumstance.
的生命当时非常非常的破碎，
My life was so broken at the time.
然后我觉得连我的父母他们也好像放弃我，不看好我。
I even feel like my parents already give me up.
然后我觉得神也放弃我
I
了，
feel God gave me up.
我觉得我自己也放弃我自己
I，feel like I give myself up
我
too.
觉得我这么样子的糟糕，
I feel so terrible.
神怎么可能使用我这样子的
How
人？
can God use me like this?
所以当神这样跟我说，他说我要你回去为我兴起一个大能军队的时候，
So when God told me to go back to Taiwan and raise his army,
我就跟神争论说：神啊，那个人不会是我的。
I told God that no,
我
that's
说
not me.
神，你有没有搞错啊？你不是要跟我讲这个东西，你应该是要跟我弟弟讲这个东西
God,。are you talking to the wrong person? Do you want to tell my brother to do this, but not me?
我的弟弟他多适合做这样的工作，他从小就立定要成为一个牧师。
My brother is so suitable for this job. He wants to be a pastor when
我
he was
从小
young.
就立定不要做一个牧师。
When I'm young, I just know that I don't want to be a
我
pastor.
最不想要做的工作就是牧师，就是在教会里面工作。
The least job I want to have is to be a pastor or work at
可是我
church.
弟弟这么顺服，这个样子，哇！我爸爸妈妈是这么看好他，然后你知道，弟弟真的很烦。他又去读 graduate school， 然后又在纽约的银行上班，然后又有那种全职服侍神的心。
So my younger brother is way more suitable. He actually wants to be a pastor, goes to the graduate school and work at New York Bank. He has a heart for God.
这样也有这样子的弟弟，真的很烦。
You know, it's so annoying to have a little brother like this. You know?
然后我就说：神，你有没有搞错？你应该是要呼召他，不可能是我，我这么糟糕。
I said, God, are you picking a wrong person? Because I'm so terrible.
神，你一定讲错了。我说，你知道，真的，神这样跟我讲说，我说 no， 不是我，不是我，不是我，不是我。
So that's why I told God, no, 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 it's not me.
然后呢，我那个时候在读 Bible School， 我转过来看，我们那个时候有150个 Bible School 的我的同学。
So I was actually in
我
the
那时候在
Bible
敬
school
拜
right now.
，150个我的同学，
There are 150 students around me.
他们都好喜乐哦。
They're so joyful.
他们每一天来上课的时候好喜乐，他们觉得真的是一个 honor 可以来上这个 Bible School。
They're so joyful. They feel so honored to go to Bible
像这些
school.
我这些的同学，他们付上代价，因为他们很多的人是，他们说他们要去读 Bible School 的时候，是家人就把他们赶出门。
So actually, a lot of my fellow classmates, when they go to the Bible school, their parents actually disown
他们
them.
真的付上很大的代价，然后他们说我们要去受这样的装备，然后他们的家人不谅解他们，骂他们，打他们，甚至把他们踢出家门。
They paid a huge price because their parents, their family, they don't agree with that.
所以你知道，当他们每一天来上课的时候，他们是多感恩啊！
So every single day when they go to church, they feel so
他们真的
grateful.
觉得哇，好 honor， 我可以在这个学校里面来读书，来装备我自己。
They feel so honored to be equipped by God at Bible
你知道
college.
我是被我妈骗去。
But my mom actually tricked me to the school.
因为我在我人生当中一个谷底，我非常非常破碎的时候，我妈妈 trick 我去读这个 Bible School。
So when I was so broken, my mom actually tricked me to go to
所以
Bible
你知道，我真
school.
的记得，当我开始去的前2个礼拜，我坐在那个地方的时候，我在想说，这些人是嗑药啊，怎么会这么嗨啊？
So for the first week, I feel like they're on drugs or something.
来
They're
Bible
always
School 有这
high.
么高兴吗？为什么那么开心？这些
Going to
人，
Bible college, you go,
你
you
知道，我
have
真
to
的
be
觉
this
得，当我
happy.
在上 Bible School 的时候，我真的觉得我是在坐牢。
So I feel like I'm so in prison when I go to Bible
然后我
school.
真的觉得说，我就在等我出监牢的那一天。
So I'm waiting for the day I can be out of this
我真的
prison.
觉得他们那么喜乐是怎么样？我觉得哦，我在坐监牢，我在等。然后我就跟神讲，我说神啊， 你一定搞错了。
So I told God, you must be mistaken.
你一定是要呼召我的这一群同学，
You
不
want
是
to
呼召我
call
吧？
my student, my fellow classmates,
你讲
not
错，你应该
me.
是要跟他们讲，你怎么会可能要跟我讲？
You're talking to them, right? Not me.
你知道他们这么的火热，他们这么想要服侍你，
They're so on fire for you, and they want to serve you.
我一点都没有想要服侍你，而且我的目标是什么？我告诉你，神，我的目标就是我可以顺利的毕业就好了。
And I didn't want much. I just want to graduate.
神说 no no no， 就是你。
God said, no, I picked you.
神说我拣选你。
I have chosen you.
神说我爱你。
God said, I love you.
神说我完全的接纳你。
God said, I accept you completely.
你知道，2个月，当我在读 Bible School 的前2个月，
So first 2 months in Bible college.
每天早上我们有15分钟的敬拜。
So in the morning we have 15 minutes for worship.
在这15分钟的敬拜的里面，我每一天我都在流泪。
During that worship, I cried every day.
你知道我旁边的姐妹也没有流泪，可是我一个大男人，我就一直在那边哭。
The sister right next to me, she didn't cry, but
因为你
me,
知
I
道，
cried.
每一天早上，神阿爸天父就来到我的面前，
Because every single day, Abba Father came to me.
我可以感觉到他就站在我的面前，
I feel like he's so close to me, like right in front of my face.
他对我说重复的话，
He says to me the same thing over and over.
他说：“孩子，我爱你，
Like, kid, I love you.
我从来都没有放弃。
Child, I never forgive you.
纵
I'll
使
give you up.
纵使别人不看好你，纵使别人都放弃你，纵使你自己都放弃你，可是我永远都没有放弃，
Even though other people give you up, but I would never give you up.
我永远都没有改变我对你的爱。
I never changed my love
你
for
是我
you.
所造的，你是我所拣选的。
You are created by me, and I have
每
chosen
一
you.
天他来到我面前讲同样的话，
Every single day, he came before my face and
我
told me the
拣
same
选你，
thing.
你有一个荣耀的命定。
I have chosen you. Have a glorious destiny.
我拣选你，你要去为我做这些的事情。
I have chosen you to do all these great things for
不
me.
要认为不可能，因为你是我所爱的。
Don't think it's impossible because you are my
像我
beloved.
每一天哭，是因为我真的觉得我不配得这个
I
爱。
cry every day because I feel I'm so unworthy of this kind
我
of
真的
love.
觉得神啊，我不配得你这样子拣选我，跟你这样子爱我。
I said, God, I'm not worthy for your calling, for your choosing.
神花了2个月的时间，
So God took 2 months.
每一天都来跟我说。
Every single day, He told me the same thing.
到2个月的时候，
At the end of 2 months,
我说神啊，
I said, God,
我知道你爱我，
I really love myself.
我知道你真的接纳，
I know you really accept me.
我也知道你拣选我，
I know you have chosen me.
所以我会为你回去台湾。
So I'm willing to go to
我
Taiwan.
愿意进到你为我所预备这个荣耀的命令的里面。
I'm ready to step into the destiny you have prepared for me.
真的，在那个之前，
Before that,
我真的不想回台湾。
I really didn't want to go back to Taiwan.
我也很讨厌年轻人。
I don't like youth. I don't like young people.
你知道，所有的 everything 就是跟这个东西是跟我现在所要做的完全没有关系，
So everything God wants me to do is opposite of what I want.
因为我也认为我自己不配。
Because I feel like I'm unworthy.
可是当神真的 reveal 我的 true identity 的时候，
当神真的显露我真实的身份之后，
当神告诉我说我是谁的时候，
When God told me who I really
我
am,
透过他的眼睛，我看见他怎么看我的，
through His eyes, I know how He sees
我就
me.
进入到神所为我预备那个荣耀的命定里
So。I step into this destiny God has prepared for me.
亲爱的弟兄姐妹，
Dear brothers and sisters,
当我们成为神尊贵的王子跟公主的时候，
when we become God's royal prince and princess,
我们在信心的里面拥抱这个名字跟身份所代表的产业和祝福。
in our faith, we embrace God's blessing and inheritance.
我们拥抱这个在我们身份的里面所带出来这个荣耀的命定。
We embrace our identity so we can live out our
我
destiny.
真的相信神可以透过我们，可以行非常伟大的事情。
I know God can use us to do great things for us.
神真的能够透过我们做远超过我们所求所想。
So through God's destiny, we know we can do things that's more than we can ask or imagine.
我在下一个月我就要变40岁了，
I'll turn 40 next month.
看不出来哈，这样你做年轻人工作就是这样子。
You know, when I serve the young people, I'm just so young.
我服侍神15年。
So I served God for 15 years.
如果你在16年前，你告诉我，
If 16 years ago you told me that
我今天会做这些事情，
you would be doing all these things,
我会说你疯了，不可
I will
能，
tell you you're crazy.
不可能的，
There's
不
impossible.
可能。
That's impossible.
可是，亲爱的弟兄姐妹，
But brothers and sisters,
当神告诉我说我是谁的那一天开始，
so on the day when God told me who I really
我就
am,
开始走进到神所为我预备那个荣耀的命令里。
I walk into the destiny God has prepared
今
for
天我
me.
看见神在列国当中所做荣耀的工作，
So today I see God's doing in all nations.
今天我在列国的当中看见神他施行神迹奇事，他透过我们，他透过许许多多的人，他正在做这个荣耀的工作。
Among all nations, He's doing this glorious work through us, and we see miracles and signs and wonders in all nations.
就是因为我记得在15年前的时候，我对神说：“神，我真的知道你爱我，我真的知道我真实的身份，而我愿意走进到这个命定的里面。”
And the turning point is that 15 years ago, God told me that I'm going to call you out to Taiwan, so that I can, step into this destiny.
好不好？让我们在这个教会里面，我们来建立一个君尊皇族的文化。
So at this church, let's build out this culture that we are God's royalty.
这个地方要训练出神国度的王子跟公主。
We're going to have, God's kingdoms, prince and princess.
你要看每一个人是很尊贵的。
You have to see every one of us, we're so precious.
然后每一个人，神都有给你们一个荣耀的命定跟计划。
So every single one of us, we have this, glorious destiny and plan that God has
你
already
知道
given
吗？
us.
在这个地方，我们不仅仅是神的家而已。
This is not just God's house.
你知道，我常常在 imagine， 我常常在带领我们的弟兄姐妹，然后站在教会前面的时候，我说：“主啊，这不只是你的家。”
I often imagine when I lead my, congregation, I told God that God, this is not just your house.
这个是神的皇宫。
This is your palace.
This is the palace of God. 这个是那位万王之王、万主之主的皇宫，就是这个地方，就是这里。
The palace that belongs to the King of Kings,
你知道
Lord
今
of
天是
Lords.
我的 honor，
This is my honor. 这是我的荣幸。
我可以站在王子跟公主的面前，
I
跟你们
can
分享。
stand here and share with you in front of God's princes and princesses.
现在我讲完了，我要你再看旁边的人，
Now, I want to look at your neighbors again.
有没有比较有王子跟公主的感
Do
觉？
they look more like prince or princess?
好不好？真的在这个地方，
So at this place,
让这个教会
that this church
成为神的皇宫，
become God's palace.
成为神的皇宫 ，Amen。
Become God's
好吧，我们一起
palace.
从座位上
Amen.
站起来，我们一起来祷告。
So please stand up, we'll pray.
好吧，我们来到神面前，我们跟神来祷告。
Let's come before God and pray.
我不知道在你的里面，过去仇敌用怎么样子的谎言来欺骗你。
I don't know how Satan lied to you in the past.
你感觉到你的生命很软弱，
You feel you are so weak
因为你相信了仇敌的谎言，
because you believe in Satan's lies.
因为 you empower the liar， 你给仇敌魔鬼这个力量，因为你相信了他的谎言。
You empower Satan because you believe in his lies.
今天早上，让我们来到神面前，
So this morning when I came before
我
Lord,
们奉主的名说：“主，你来让我帮助我来弃绝这些的谎言在我的里面。
we say in the name of Jesus, we abandon all the lies.
主耶稣，我不再相信主，我是不配的。
I don't believe no more that I'm not worthy, I'm
我
not
不再相
important.
信我是不被爱的，我是不重要的。
Not believe that I'm not, worthy to be
我
loved.
不再相信我是永远不会够，我是贫穷，我是缺乏的。
I no longer believe that I'm poor, I don't have anything.
我也不再相信我是有罪，我是软弱，我永远都不够好。
I no longer believe that I'm sinful, I'm not good enough.
主求你破除这些的谎言在我们弟兄姐妹的身上，
Oh God, I just pray that you break all the lies in
好不
our
好？拿你的
lives.
手放在你的头上，
So put your hand on your head.
我们要同声开口来祷告。
Let's open our mouths together
如
and
果你过
pray.
去，当我在讲这些的时候，你说：“哦，训光牧师，我感觉到你所在说的那个部分就是我。”
So when you feel like you can relate to my message, you're talking about
今天早
me.
上，我求圣灵来做一个工作。
I just pray that the Holy Spirit will do this.
圣灵是真理的灵，
God, you're the Spirit of truth.
它要帮助你可以去分辨
Will help us discern
什么是从仇敌来的谎言。
what is the lies from
也
Satan.
许当你破除那个谎言的时候，
So when you break that lie,
你就可以得到真正的自由，
you can get a true freedom.
你就可以真正的活出神他是怎么样看你的。
You can live it out how God sees you.
好吧，我们同声开口为我们自己来祷告。是的，主耶稣，我们来到你面前，主啊，求你破除我们弃绝这些仇敌魔鬼的谎言在我们的里面。哦，主啊，让你真理的灵来。哦，主啊，让你就释放我们，你就释放我们进入到那个真实的自由的当中。主啊，让你的真理进来，让你的话语进来，来取代仇敌魔鬼所说的这些的话。哦，主啊，因着这些的谎言，哦，主啊，所造成我生命当中的一些的破碎，那些的软弱。我奉主的名来弃绝这一切。我说我不再跟他 agree， 我说我不再赞同仇敌魔鬼所说的话，我愿意听你对我所说的话。哦，主啊，我是配得
Lord,
的，
I know that we're worthy.
我是配得被
I'm
爱的。
worthy to be be loved.
主在你的眼中我是尊贵，我是
God,
重
in your
要。
eyes, I'm precious, I'm important.
哦，主啊，在我的里面，我知道我是你的儿女，
Oh Lord, I know I'm your
我
child.
是君尊的皇族。
I'm your royalty.
主耶稣，我感谢赞美你。
Lord Jesus, we thank
主，
you.
我
and
永远都
praise
不会
you.
缺乏，
I'll never be
因
in
为耶
lack.
和华你是我的牧者。
Because God, you are my
哦，主啊，
shepherd.
因为你是我的天父，你供应我一切所有的需要。
You are my God, Father. You are
你是
my
那位丰
provision.
盛的主，
You are this
你
abundant
破
God.
除那个贫穷跟咒诅的捆绑在我的身上。
You break all the bondage of the poverty,
主啊，
the
不管这个
curse.
世界变得怎么样，
No matter how the world
主啊，不管
becomes,
这样子经济环境变得怎么样，
no matter how bad our economy is.
主，我仍然相信你是那位信实的天父，
And Lord, I know that you are the faithful God.
你是耶和华以勒的神，
You are the Lord,
你供
Jehovah
应
God
我一切
Jireh.
所有的需要，
Provide everything that we
你
need.
供应你教会一切所有的需要，
You provide everything your
你就是
church
让我们
needs.
不断的兴旺、不断的兴盛的神。
You rise us up. You revive us.
主耶稣，我们也弃绝
Lord Jesus, I want to abandon
在你教会那个宗教的灵跟律法主义，
the spirit of religion and legalism.
我们破除它的权势在你的教会的当中，
We break Satan's authority in your
就让你的
church.
儿女们可以更自由，
Lord, so your children will be
是
free.
在你里面的真自由。
In Christ, we have true
哦，主啊，不
freedom.
再相信我们不够好，
We don't no longer believe that
不
we're
再
not good
identify 我
enough.
们自己是一个罪人。
We don't identify ourselves as sinners.
说在这个地方，凡是接受你的，
So this is place we know we
凡
accept
是
you.
有你在我们生命当中的，
Everything that's in you,
都是圣徒。
or we're all
我们不
saints.
再看我们是罪人，
We don't see us as just
我
sinners.
们看我们是圣徒，
We see us as
是
saints.
神所爱、神所悦纳的圣徒。
We're God's beloved, His saints.
好吧，我们来跟神祷告。
So let's pray to God.
神渴望
God desires
他的众儿子显现出来，
the sons of God will be
他的
revealed.
众儿女们能够显现出来，
The children of God will be revealed.
让世界能够看见他的荣耀。
So that the world can see His
从我们的
glory.
身上要看见他的荣耀。
So from us, we're going to see
我们每
His
一个人要
glory.
进入到神所为我们预备那个荣耀的命定。
We're going to step into the destiny He
神在
has
对你说：“
prepared
孩子，
for
你
us.
不要再害怕了，
So God says, "Your children
你
don't
不要再
be
觉得恐
afraid.
惧，你不要再觉得不配了。”
You don't have to be scared. You don't have to feel like you're not
在我们当中
worthy.
有些的人，神说你需要有一个更大的梦想，
So God told us you have to have a bigger dream.
你需要开始相信神对你的生命所说的话。
You have to believe that what God is telling you in
你
your
过去
life,
所做的事情不够的，
what you did in the past, that's not enough.
因为神要 challenge 你，神要挑战你，因为他要 reveal 你真实的 identity，
That's because God wants to challenge you and reveal who you really are.
然后要带你进入到这个荣耀的命定的
Because
里
He
面。
wants to bring you to this glorious destiny He has prepared
你
for
的生
you.
命不再停滞在这个地方，
Your life is no longer stagnant.
神要带你进入到一个更大的突破。
So God will lead you to a big breakthrough.
当你对你自己的自我认知、对你自我的认识有突破的时候，
So when you have this new self-recognition,
你的未来就会经历到更大的突破。
your life will have a big
所以今
breakthrough.
天早上，好不好？我们一起为我们的祷告，把你的手按在你的心上，
So put your hand on your hearts
然后你要对神说：“神，我愿意相信，
and you tell God that God,
我愿意
I
相信主，你
believe
说我
you.
是谁。
I believe
我主，我愿
you.
意
What
相
you
信
tell
你
me
对我
who
所
I
说的
am.
话都是真的。
I know what you say
我
to
主，我
me
愿意
is
相信
true.
你对我所 prophesy， 我主，你对我所说我的命定，我主，你所给我的意象，主，你所有给我的梦想都是真的。我主，我不再抗拒那一切，我主，我不再抗拒，因为我自己觉得我不配。主，我愿意进入到这个里面，我愿意进入到你的心意的当中。
Your
求
will.
你来，
So
求你
come.
来。求你来更多的哈利路亚，更多的哈利路亚，沙德拉巴巴巴巴斯鲁斯拉，更多的我们同声开口来祷告，更多的让神让圣灵来对你的心说话。哦，斯拉德拉德拉德拉巴巴巴斯鲁斯拉，哦，德拉德拉德拉巴斯鲁斯拉，德拉德拉巴斯鲁斯拉，哦，德拉德拉德拉德拉巴德拉巴斯鲁斯拉，哦，斯拉拉巴斯鲁斯拉拉巴巴斯鲁斯拉，哦，斯拉拉巴斯鲁斯拉拉巴斯鲁斯拉，哦，德拉德拉德拉巴斯鲁斯拉拉巴斯鲁斯拉。哈利路亚，哈利路亚，哈利路亚！是的，耶稣，
Yes, Lord Jesus.
是的，耶稣。
Yes, Jesus.
主，你所说的都是真的。
Yes, Jesus, what you says is
让我
true.
全然的来领受你所说的每一句话。
Let's receive everything you said
主，
to
你所
us.
说有关于我的事情都是真的。
Everything you say about me me is
我
true.
不再让旁边的人来影响我，
I will allow others to affect me.
我再不让这样旁边的人他们的言语来影响我，
I will allow other people's words to affect me,
甚至我不让我自己的思想来限制我。
including even my own thoughts.
耶稣，我知道我在你的手中没有任何的限制，
Lord Jesus, I know when I'm in your hand, there is no
没有任何的
limit.
事情可以拦阻我进入到这个荣耀的命定的里面。
Nothing can hinder me from getting into your
耶
destiny.
稣，我赞美你。
Lord Jesus, we praise
好不好？把你
you.
的手放在旁边人的身上，我们一起来祷告。
So lay your hand on
我让你
your
为你左边、
neighbors
为你
and
右
pray
边
for
的人来
them.
祷告，让他们可以进入到神为他们所预备那个荣耀的命定
So
的里
they
面。
can step into the destiny God has
你说
prepared
主
for
祝
them.
福我的弟兄，祝福我的姐妹，
Bless my brother, bless
让他
my
们真的
sister.
活出你君尊皇族的身
So we
份，
can live it out, the royal
要看见
destiny.
主你的荣耀彰显在他们的身
I
上。
want to see God's glory revealed through them.
我们的神好不好
Is our God good?
？Is our God good？我们请 worship team 上来，我们再唱一次。
So
You are
worship team,
good.
can you come up and say that God, sing you're good?
我们的神是好神，
Because our God is a good God.
阿门。
Amen.